Hey everybody, it's a fade from white. Must be really bright. Bars. But check this out. We're in the Hello Kitty Shinkansen on the Kodama 741 heading to Hakata. But we're actually gonna stop in Hiroshima. Oh yeah. Look at that. It's amazing. So a lot of things here are Hello Kitty themed. And so the blinds, the floor. So this is the car number 2, which is the kawaii room as they call it. And there is a giant Hello Kitty right over there in the front part, but we haven't gone there yet because there's like basically people are fighting to the death and boxing each other in order to get into the Hello Kitty. Now, riding this train is not so simple. It's not like, oh, I missed the Shinkansen, so I'll just ride another one that's going that same way. And you're like, oh, it's another Kodama. No, there's only Kodama 741 and Kodama 740, I think. Kodama 741 is coming from Shin Osaka heading to Hakata, and Kodama 740 heading from Hakata to Shin Osaka, so they're going this way. So if you miss that one coming from Shin Osaka, or you miss it from one of its stops, then you missed it. When we went in, we got to Shin Osaka at around 11 a.m. and trying to get the 11:29 train, the Shinkansen. It's actually reserved, like completely booked, but you can ride the non-reserved cars, which I believe is 1, 2, and 3. I'll look it up again, but I thought 5, car number 5 was including. We went in, but it's not, so it's different from the Hikari that I'm used to. We're used to Hikari having 1 to 5 non-reserved, but in this one, the kawaii room is actually non-reserved. So even though it was full, just line up really early. I would suggest you get on at Shin Osaka or at Hakata. I've never been to Hakata station, but at Shin Osaka station, try to get there at least 30 minutes beforehand to line up, that you can get in and get a seat for non-reserved seats if the entire train is completely booked, because they're planning to only keep this until November of 2018. At least that's when they're going to announce if they're going to continue it or not. I believe they will, because Hello Kitty's popular. There used to be the Evangelion train, then they retired that design, and then now it's the Hello Kitty, and lots of people like it so far. I didn't get to try to ride the Evangelion train, but I'm glad that I'm here in the Hello Kitty train. It's pretty cool. We're going to show you some little details about this Shinkansen. Boom. This is a special EATLOG. Now, lots of people are moving, a lot more than usual, a lot more people talking, a lot more kids than usual, because there's, you know, the spectacle of the Shinkansen itself, which is kind of cool because most of the time they just ride it and it's just like, yeah, it's a Shinkansen. EATLOG. I don't know how much was saved in there, but basically we're going to be eating this, the rest of this 551 Horai. And as I was saying, the bun is soft, the onions and the filling, the butter inside, the filling is really good. I highly suggest, once you get Gogoichi Horai, you eat it right away. Here, Rikuro Ojisan Cheesecake. So what it says here, cheesecake that is always fresh from the oven. We've devoted ourselves to making cakes that will please you every time. And I've had this once and it does not disappoint. It's now most people, especially in the US, you eat cheesecake and you're like, okay, you know, I love cheesecake, or like you go to Cheesecake Factory and you're like, okay, I love New York cheesecakes or those kinds of cheesecake, but actually cheesecake in Japan is quite different. It's New York cheesecake, it's very dense, right? The inside part of it. And Japanese cheesecake, and on the other hand, is really fluffy and light. At least this one that we're talking about, the Rikuro Ojisan one. This was born in Osaka since 1956, it says on this. Oh my god. That means we're arriving to a station. Oh wow, it's already Himeji. This is the next stop is Himeji. And so now the Hello Kitty Shinkansen is a Kodama train, and it's one of the slower trains. Like, let's say you're traveling by Shinkansen, Nozomi would be one of the fastest, like around Chubu and Kansai area, going to Tokyo as well. But Hikari is the next fastest and skips some stops. So if you're a JR pass holder, Hikari is faster. And then Kodama is the slowest, and it pretty much makes a stop at every station. Himeji is well known for its Himeji-jo, or the Himeji Castle, also known as Shirasagi-jo. Shirasagi meaning this. How do I know this? I learned it from a textbook, so I know it's real. Also, I have a friend that's from here. So, talking about the Rikuro Ojisan no cheesecake again, because I get distracted. Quite fluffy, and they make it fresh. You can actually wash them as they, cook it in front of you in their stores. I think it got squished. Major advice: do not stuff it in your bag. This face is on this, so it's like really, it's got density to it because it's a cheesecake, but it's also fluffy. It's kind of more like a sponge cake, and then it has a bunch of these little raisins in the bottom. It's a classic if you're going to Kansai. Definitely if you're in Osaka or like around Osaka, get this because it's very delicious. We don't have a knife. It saddens me that they don't have a knife for us. God knows. Oh, Daiso coming in clutch. No, this is not it. Boom, what's up, son? Daiso coming in clutch. It's got chopsticks and spoon and fork. Itadakimasu. Look at this. It's really soft and moist. Look at this. Soft and moist. It's so bright right now. I adjusted the ISO. Anyways, it's really delicious. The cheesecake is light and fluffy, but it's got still a lot of moisture in it. kind of jiggles when you touch it. I love the raisin in here because it just gives you like this hint of sourness that really accentuates the flavor of the cheesecake. It would otherwise be very kind of monotone and just the same taste over and over again. Or as we say in Tagalog, nakakaumay, you know. You'll get tired of the taste. So we added some raisins in the bottom. Rikuro Ojisan. It's kind of like eating a sponge cake. And the top part of it is it's brown on the top, you know, kind of eating the end of a bread bun. It's got a little bit of nice flavor to it. It's caused by the Maillard reaction. I just wanted to sound smart for a little bit. Osaka is one of the most famous cheesecakes. In fact, all over Japan, they would say. But this is more local, just like how gogochi Horai is, mostly known in Kansai. This also is mostly located in Kansai. The one that has more global and Japanese national reach is the Pablo cheesecake, and they call it a cheese tart. Now, that one is heavier, closer to how a New York cheesecake would be like, and that one is also very good. But if I think of a Japanese cheesecake, this is what I think of. It's not too heavy, you know. It's just right. Like this big one, it's almost as big as my face. Man, if you're hungry, you could eat this entire thing. But this only costs 690 yen, I believe. Way less than $10. Like, I don't know, like around $6. $6 for this big, like one whole cheesecake. That's an amazing price. Compared to like a typical cheesecake that would cost you, I don't know, depending how much would a cheesecake cost. It's like, it's expensive, okay? Alrighty guys, let's see if I can slip on some B-roll in here.